hold on. Cause let me but this thing is charging, so I don't know. All right, so people are starting to check in. Greetings, and greetings. Good. Hello, good night. Like the West Indian people. Hello, good night. Shout out to all my West Indians, right? We be like, yo, hello. Not Haitians, but hello, good night. Sister Cafunia, are you ready? Are you ready, Sister Cafunia? Greetings and salutations to you. Me and Cafunia will be in California in about 3 weeks or 2 weeks or so, holding it down. We're coming to heal. We're coming to guide. We're coming to uplift. We're coming to do a good job. It's not even a job. We're just coming to serve the people in California. We're coming to serve the people in California for sure. All right. So today, or rather tonight, I want to share a personal experience with you all. And we're gonna speak about fasting, right? Because my body, see, the thing about it is we have to, Kafuna, we're gonna California, this is gonna be, and I'm fasting for this. You get what I'm saying? I'm going on a slight fast. I'm going to decrease the amount of food so that I can be my highest good for this event in California. Like, this is how much this event in California means to me. So, I'm expecting a big turnout. Like, I really, truly am. But again, if it's not a big turnout, it's whoever the universe has sent to us. Okay? I'm going to be in Los Angeles, California. We're going to do it in Los Angeles, California. So, in any event, that's the breakdown. I'm going to talk about that a little after. But let's get into this fasting, right? Because a lot of people... It's because. Nah. But a lot of us have questions pertaining to fasting and how to go about a fast and the benefits of fasting and things of that nature. Now, I'm going to say like this. We have to understand or learn our body. You understand? Like, you have to learn our body. You have to learn when the body is telling you to stop eating a particular food or go on a fast. We have to see. I said this once to one of my clients. I'm like, how many of us really and truly have a good relationship with our spirit? Many of us don't even have good relationships with our spirit, let alone have a good relationship with our physical body. We have to learn or start learning certain symptoms and signs that our body is demonstrating to us to let us know, listen, a fasting, you got to go on a fast. And again, fasting has been practiced for many years. You know what I'm saying? Centuries more so. Fasting has been happening for many years and centuries and things of that nature. Fasting is basically the abstinence of anything. So many of us can fast from having sex. Many of us can fast from shopping. Many of us could be fasting from the television, TV, and things of that nature, right? Many of us can be fasting from social media. So fasting is basically the abstinence of certain from anything, right? So as the new year came in, which is in April, spring equinox, my body started, like, in a sense, like, first, I just didn't have an appetite. You get what I'm saying? First, I just wasn't really having an appetite, so I was just drinking a lot of water, right? That was my first symptom or first cue of, okay, it's time for a fast. Started drinking a lot of water. Then I realized that around 7 o'clock, okay, around between 6 to 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will always get tired. Or I will always get sleepy. And I had to check on, okay, well, what organ is being affected here? And so I went into meditation, and my spirit guided me, and my spirit told me, listen, you have to detox the liver. So the liver, as many of us know, is the powerhouse of the digestive system, right? It detoxes the blood. It helps with bile. It, removes any substances and things of that nature, breaks down foods, helps with food. So if the liver is impaired, you're going to have symptoms of, in a sense, low energy. You're not going to have a lot of energy throughout the day. You're always going to be tired. You're going to go through fatigue, fatigue throughout the day. And so the reason why I'm going to say I came to the conclusion of the reason why my particular liver needs tuning up is because I'm up at all times of the night. Okay, so I need to get back on that sleeping pattern type of thing because I'm messing with the circadian rhythm. I'm messing with my universal rhythm. And what I mean by a circadian rhythm, we have to understand what a circadian rhythm is, right? The circadian rhythm basically is the rhythm of the body or the time and substances of your organs, which also relates to the seasons and the time of the day. So between 1 to 3 o'clock a.m., that's when the liver is at its highest peak. So if we are up, you know what I'm saying? Some people can't go to sleep. Some people have trouble sleeping. Or some people like me is still researching things, looking things up. I'm processing orders. I'm doing a whole lot of things while I'm supposed to be sleeping and allowing the liver to do its detoxing, you know what I'm saying, detoxing job here. So boom, I'm not sleeping at 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning. So what's happening is my body is starting to get tired at certain points, and that's how I know my liver needs to be worked on. That's the 2 thing. So now the number three, okay, so hold on. The first one is my body is like, yo, yeah, hydration. Like I don't really want to eat, because when you don't want to eat, you don't want to eat. Do not force yourself to eat breakfast, lunch and dinner, because first of all, when we eat 3 times a day, that taxes the liver. Oh, another thing, I started waking up and I started having a little bit of cold in my eyes. That was the third symptom for me knowing, oh shit, no, wait a minute, you need to fast. When you wake up in the morning and you have cold in your eye, that is backed up mucus, or rather that is dry mucus, because we know that overnight, or when the body is at its sleeping mode, the body is detoxing itself. So if you have backed up, if you have cold in your eye, that goes to show you that you're a little bit backed up within the digestive system. This happens with people who eat late. This happens with people who eat late, and this happens with people who don't get a good night rest. Because when you don't get a good night rest and you're eating late, the body, or rather your organs, is not breaking down the foods properly to be eliminated the next morning at 7 or 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever time you wake up. Because the colon, your colon, right, is at its highest peak between 5 to 7 a.m. Okay, so this is something that we have to take into consideration. Our colon is at its highest peak between 5 to 7 a.m. Therefore, between those timings or whatnot, even if you drink a glass of water early in the morning, if your digestive system is working properly and there's no backed up waste and things of that nature, you should be eliminating. Now, had I not been eliminating, I would have just been straight on my herbs, but I'm still eliminating. So that means that this is I'm experiencing a mild backup, which is my body is gearing me to fasting. Okay? So this is how I'm doing this. Now, listen up, people, because I know I have a lot of questions pertaining to fasting and stuff like that, right? So hear me out. The way that, and I'm telling you in Ella's way, all right, from experience, I have been fasting, or have fasted for many different times. First of all, if you know, like, I'm going to go on my fast next week. So this week here, I am going to be eating more fruits. All right. I'm going to be eating more fruits than a solid meal, because I only throughout the day I will probably eat like one meal per day. So that right there is fasting for some people. But for me, that's the typical thing. However, that one meal per day will be perhaps in the evening time. Why? Because early in the morning, I'm drinking my sea moss. You get what I'm saying? I'm drinking my sea moss, I'm drinking my minerals. So the sea moss and the minerals be holding me down throughout the day. So for a lot of people who, in a sense, is going through this weight loss thing, right? I would recommend for you all to pre-order the sea moss, because it will help with suppressing your appetite. So like I said, early in the mornings, I will make my smoothie full of minerals. You get what I'm saying? I've been on live showing, yo, look at my smoothie for today. This is what I'm in. So early in the morning, I would do smoothies with like coconut milk or hemp milk or flaxseed milk. You understand? Like those three milks are high in vibration, way better than almond milk, because almonds contain cyanide. This has been known for a very long time. Dr. Sabi was the first person that told me, I mean, not told me, but I've learned that almonds have cyanide in it. Okay, so boom, no more almonds. Coconut milk, hemp seed milk, and flaxseed milk is one of the recommended milks that is best for smoothies, right? So, boom, I make a smoothie. Don't eat throughout the day. Now, here comes 7 or 7 to 8. I want to eat a meal. That's a no-no. You get what I'm saying? For me now, that's a no-no for me, because again, your organs, your digestive organs or whatnot, I'm talking about like your small intestines, you know what I'm saying, the stomach and things of that nature. All of those organs are at its highest peak earlier in the day. Like I said, circadian rhythm. You got to go with that circadian rhythm. And so when we start to eat late, or when we start to eat when the sun goes down, the organs is not working as efficiently as we want them to work. And so when we go in that sleep mode, if food start to get backed up. You see what I'm saying? And then as a result, when you wake up, or rather, yeah, when most of us wake up, we got cold and stuff in our eyes. Our lips, in a sense, is crusty, cracked, dry, representing dehydration. You see? So the way I'm going to go into my fast is because, well, first of all, let me explain what type of fasting I'm going to do. I'm going to do a fruit and sea vegetable fast. What does that mean? Next week, I'm going to go for a week. I'm going to fast for a whole week. Next week, I'll be eating nothing but fruits and sea vegetables. I'm going to be eating nothing but bladderwrack and wakame. Okay, because that's what I have in my kitchen here. Bladderwrack, wakame is my second favorite herb. I mean, or rather sea vegetable that I like compared to bladderwrack. Sea moss first, wakame second, and then bladderwrack. So the reason why I am choosing that is because, again, my body is telling me this is what I need. This is what I need. I need to increase, or rather, I need to help the liver to operate at its optimum health. So within the sea vegetables, I'm also going to be incorporating my fruits, and just hydrating the body. You know, a lot of people, what happens is, when with the diet situation, a lot of people are dehydrated. Okay, a lot of people are dehydrated, and they are substituting their dehydration for food. So we're eating the same food that is causing the dehydration. Mind you, we're supposed to be just drinking water, and the body is okay. If you have issues with sleeping, if you sweat a lot, if you're sweating a lot, if you have hormonal imbalance, those are, in a sense, levels, or rather symptoms, or just 3 symptoms of dehydration, more so, right? So boom, this week I'm going to take out the meal. All right, I'm going to take out the meal. Like I said, I only eat one solid meal per day. That's just me. So as I go into this sea vegetable and fruit fasting, I have to take out this little by little. I have to take out the solid food. I have to take out the heavier food. So when you go into a fast, right, depending on the fast that you want to incorporate, you have to little by little decrease the amounts of foods that you are eating in order for the body to be ready to, in a sense, take in, rather, you're taking your herbs, and also I'm going to be drinking my herbs throughout the day. I'm going to be detoxing the blood and the liver, because again, I'm sleepy, I'm tired around 7 to 8 o'clock. 7 to 8 o'clock, in a sense, is when your circulatory system and blood should be flowing properly throughout the body. So therefore, and again, you just got to be a professional in order for you to know this. Like, I've studied this thing. This is the kind of stuff that I teach in my online class, the Cosmic Connection online class, Understanding the Body and what it's made of. So between 6 to 7 o'clock is called accumulation of energy. So if you got energy and stuff like that, then at 6 or 7, you'll be just fine. This is the reason why I always recommend, or me myself, I take my herbs between 7 to 8, because again, the herbs are going to help, in a sense, cleanse the blood and help with the circulation process between those times. You get what I'm saying? Between those times. So next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be heavy on my herbs. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to be heavy on the sarsaparilla. I'm going to be heavy on the bladderwrack. I'm going to be heavy on the wakame. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to be heavy on the what else I have? The dandelion. Okay. So all of these things I'm going to be heavy on. Is going to be just a light fast. Now, my purpose of fasting is, again, because my body is telling me, listen, it's that time again. And it will only make sense because spring just came in. So new things, new beginnings is happening. Spring cleaning, as they say. Spring cleaning is what's happening on a universal, or rather an internal level. My body, again, if your body is connected or in tune with the circadian rhythm or the universal time, your system is going to guide you to cleansing. We got to just pay attention to that. We have to pay attention to hydrating the body, or rather our cells. We have to pay attention to that, because the body is composed of mostly water. 85% of our body is composed of water. Why is it that we are not, in a sense, drinking a sufficient amount of water? A water fast right there is enough. And I have already started with my water drinking. You get what I'm saying? This is my second bottle for today. This is my second bottle for today. This is the Volvic water. I get this at Whole Foods. So, let's start, like, when you go into a fast, the week prior, you want to drink a lot of water too. Just flush the system out. And anything that, in a sense, is clogged up in your digestive system, the more you drink, and I'm telling you, and I would recommend for you to drink like warm water too early in the mornings. Warm water, a little lemon, because that lemon is going to, in a sense, buffer or alkalinize, if that's even a word, the body. You get what I'm saying? When you first wake up in the morning, you want to at least, pass a bowel an hour after waking up, because we just came out of a mini fast. And if our organs is operating on its optimum level, elimination, the process of elimination should take place. This is the reason why they say if we eat something, first of all, the process of digestion is a 24-hour process. If we understand this, all right? If we understand this, digestion is a 24-hour process. Therefore, whatever it is that you ate the day before should be coming out, if not that night or the day after. So if we find that we having pebbles in our stools or whatever, if we're not eliminating properly, we know that we need to hydrate the body just a tad bit, because it's something is dried up. The food is getting clogged up. It's dried up. It's like a plumber. You get what I'm saying? You know, like a sink that's clogged up. What you gotta do? You gotta plumb out the backed up stuff. That's what the herbs do. You get what I'm saying? And that's what water would do, because you need to flush out. You need to flush it out. So with me, brothers and sisters, I'm always on, and let me tell you, I'm always on some distilled water. That's one. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my room. That's two. You know what I'm saying? Bottles of water everywhere in this damn room here. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand and I understand that water itself is a fast. You understand? Like, let's eat for, but again, I would not recommend, this is what I wouldn't recommend. This is the do's and the don'ts of fasting. The do's and the don'ts of fasting is, don't go on a fast immediately if you are a person that eats 3 times per day. Because what happens is during that cleansing stage, all of those toxins that has accumulated through that 3 time meal is going to come out very rapidly, and you're going to become weak. So if you eat 3 times per day, I would recommend, again, to lessen the amount of food little by little. So 1 week, all right, 3 times a day. The second week, 2 times a day. The third week, you got to, for those that eat a little heavier, you have to, it's more of the prepping time. The prepping time for fasting is a little longer versus somebody such as myself that only eats one or two, the most 2 meals per day. Not even. Cause I'm a little, I don't like this, okay. You get what I'm saying? Eating a lot of green foods right now. Today I stir-fried some kale, some onions, and on the side I had wakame. Why? Because wakame will be one of my main dishes during my fasting. You get what I'm saying? Will be one of my main dishes during my fasting. Okay. I thought distilled water has no minerals and less oxygen. Distilled water is neutral. Okay? Distilled water is neutral, and that's why I go with distilled water. I mean, none of this water, in a sense, if you really ask me, it's like all of this water is bottled water. And if you're not getting alkaline water from the alkaline machine, technically speaking, you're not really, in a sense, truly receiving any type of minerals from any kind of water. And again, this is just my philosophy of things. I could be wrong. But what you are getting, the benefits of drinking water, is to hydrate your cells. You know what I'm saying? Because the body is made up of water. All right? So, can you explain how to water fast? Okay, like I was mentioning to the audience earlier, I said fasting is basically an abstinence of any particular thing. If you want to water fast, or if you want to fruit fast, or if you want to plant-based fast, or if you want to do any type of fasting, the key of fasting or approaching it is lessening the amounts of foods that you eat prior to your actual date. So whatever date, and I just thought about it too, the new moon was April the 5th. That's why my body is like, new beginnings. You gotta fast. lessen the amount of foods that you eat in. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to do this Cali ceremony, and that Cali ceremony is going to be off the chains. So spiritually, you know what I'm saying, the ancestors is guiding me to do so, and so I'm taking this very seriously. So my body is telling me, listen, you need to fast. On top of that, I'm waking up and I'm having a little bit of cold in my eyes. That cold is a sign or symptoms of dried mucus. So again, if you want to do a water fast, all you have to do is eliminate the amounts of food that you've been eating prior and then go on a fast. You could do a lemon water fast. You know what I'm saying? You could do a lemon water fast, a warm lemon water, and just cleanse and cleanse and cleanse. Some people, one of my Jetnas, one time she told me she did a watermelon fast during the summertime, doing a watermelon fast, because watermelons is high in magnesium and manganese and iron and things of that nature. So not only is it hydrating you, but it's also providing you with the amounts of minerals that the body is required. And this is the reason why, for me, I choose to go on a sea vegetable fast, because we all know, besides sea moss, and again, if you guys are interested in my sea moss from Jamaica, I would truly advise you to get on the pre-order list right now. Get on that pre-order list right now. If you trust me, if you agree with me, if you know I'm not going to steal your money, and you're willing to wait at least a month, get on a pre-order list and get that sea moss, okay? But besides sea moss, bladderwrack is another sea vegetable that will provide the body with absolute, lots of minerals. Wakame, okay, wakame is another, but it's not as potent as bladderwrack and sea moss. It's not as potent, but it's good. Dulse, DULCE, is another sea vegetable that is, beneficial to the body, that provides the body with minerals, and you won't be lacking you won't be mineral deficient. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, I get so many emails with people talking about infertility issues. Let's talk about that. Motherfuckers can't their penis ain't getting hard. Let's keep it real. You get what I'm saying? Or they're not able to have sex for a very long time. And vice versa with sisters. The sisters are not their secretion, there's no secretion there. They're not ovulating. You see what I'm saying? They're not ovulating because of their diet. Because of because of the food. We're not listening to the diet. We're not listening to the body. We're not telling ourselves, okay, let me, in a sense, and again, anything that you overdo, anything that you overdo is an addiction. So a lot of us is addicted to food. We can't stop. We can't stop with the meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an addiction to food. So it's like mind over matter. Like, are we the gods or we not? Because if we are the gods, these motherfucking Egyptians, ancient Egyptians and things of that nature, even the elders, even the monks, even the Buddhists, even all of these people that are searching or have been, in a sense, on this path of enlightenment, has fasted for a very long time. Everybody is on this Dr. Sebi stuff. Dr. Sebi has fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Or as he said, 40 days or whatever. Because I don't remember. But he fasted for a very long time. Lisa Lopez, she fasted. So fasting has, this profound reward to it. That's the reward. The reward is finding yourself again. And that's the reason why I'm going to do it, because I have a very big ceremony in California that I need to be absolutely in tune for with the people. Okay? What can we do to cleanse the womb? Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I created a fertility blend. Okay? I created a fertility blend. And when you say what can we do to cleanse the room, are you talking about steaming or are you talking about detoxing? Because if you want to detox the womb, you always could get like red raspberry tea, red raspberry leaves, and red clover. Those are the two main ingredients in my blend. Okay, you want to get because what happens is the red raspberry tones up the uterus. You know how a lot of sisters, we be going through miscarriages and things of that nature. Okay, so you drink your little red raspberry, not your little, but you drink your red raspberry tea in combination with the red clover. Boom, you got a nice little concoction going on where you can cleanse the womb. Now if you want to steam the womb because the womb ain't smelling too good, or rather the vagina ain't smelling too good, all right, because a lot of us sisters, we go through these periods of times where the vajayjay ain't smelling like flowers. Lil Wayne said that I ain't trying to go down there. Don't go down there if I ain't drinking our waters. Niggas ain't drinking your waters if your shit smelling like the sewer, sisters. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we also going through that. So we should start to steam our vagina. Because, hey, being a woman is very... we go through all types of stuff with our bodies. You get what I'm saying? We go through all types of stuff. One boob bigger than the other boob. And this thing. And it's just a whole lot, So at the end of the day, stop laughing. Y'all laughing. I'm dead ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. It's true. Nobody wants to go down there and drink this woman's water if her shit, if her vagina is smelling like sewer. And so we have to yoni steam. We have to steam. I have that on my site. And I have my own concoction with that. So I don't want to give out my recipe or my ingredients to my yoni steam. But it is available on my site. You can click the link in the bio. But going back to the topic of this discussion, which is fasting. Fasting is, like I said, it loosens up the mucus. It loosens up the mucus. And then too, another good way, which I've learned from Professor Arnold E. Rett, another good way of doing the extra cleansing when you are fasting is doing an enema. Okay, you want to clean out the booty hole. All right, you want to clean out the booty hole. You want to get you a gallon, and if you could, again, this ain't no colonic. This is a small little tube that's going up your booty hole. Yes, go get you the KY jelly or whatever's the new shit now, fucking strawberry jam. All right, and lubricate that little nozzle with some strawberry jam and put it up in your a-hole as you're fasting. And you're not gay, men, fellas, and sisters. It ain't gonna do nothing to your butthole. Cleanse the colon as you are fasting. That is the whole point. You want to clean out or plumb out things that has been stagnated or stuck. You want to loosen that up. So getting warm water and squeezing like some lemons in that warm water or whatever, loosen that up. The acidic, the acid in the lemons help to break things down. It buffers it. The colon. So that's another way of approaching or another method of fasting and cleansing. Okay, that's another method of fasting and cleansing. So, am I going to do an enema? Not this time. But I do enemas. You know what I'm saying? I do enemas about 3, you know what I'm saying, every 3 to like 6 months. I do an enema. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem. I don't care about nothing. I do an enema because I know the benefits of, enemas. But again, during a fast, rather it is a water fast, a fruit fast, or whatever fast, you always want to drink You always want to be taking your herbs, drinking your herbs, and then also you want to try to do everything at the same time every time. So if you're considering fasting, and if you're considering fasting and then taking your herbs, take your herbs, say for example, every time at 3 o'clock. Then you want to take your herbs again at 7 o'clock. Always cleanse or rather always take your herbs 2 times per day. For everybody that have my blue vervain or my sarsaparilla, you get what I'm saying? Root, that kind of root, take that. It's good for you. It electrifies your body. It detoxes you. You see, it detoxes you. It's going to be good. You're going to see that even for the brothers. You drink that sarsaparilla, your erection is going to be different. Now, let me say another thing, okay? Let me say another thing. Please, brothers and sisters, listen to me carefully. A lot of people ask me, okay, well, if I take this, how long is it going to take for this symptom to go away? Please, let's stop thinking about our healing journey as a microwave dinner. This is not a microwave dinner. This is a long lasting journey of health and healing. So if you have a situation, don't even think about, that's just like when you start at the gym. You're not going to have you're not going to have a 6-pack, or you're not going to have whatever thick thighs or whatever within 2 months. It doesn't work that way. 2 months, you're not even going to have that. So don't look at because herbs, and then too, it also depends on your current situation, what's happening in your internal environment. Because one person may be cured from the same situation that you, or condition that you've been cured for a little shorter time than you. Why? Because they might have not had so much waste packed in. You see. So let's get out of that microwave dinner. Let me take some questions. All right. I was going to drink lemon lime water tomorrow only. I hope. Okay, I can do it. Okay, what kind of herbs I should take? You should ask Dr. Chiropractor, where do you get your sea moss from? Well, again, I sell sea moss straight from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you can buy sea moss from whoever you want to buy sea moss from. Like, I'm not going to stop you from buying sea moss because, first of all, I'm out of stock. I'm sold out. Every time I get sea moss, like, that shit sells like hotcakes. Like, it's the first thing, like, free lunch. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to, but I sell one of the best sea mosses. Somebody asked me, if you fast if you're breastfeeding. Now, the thing about it is, if you are fruit fasting, if you're eating something, because again, when you're breastfeeding, okay, when you are breastfeeding, the child is taking minerals and things out of your body as well. The child now changes the formula, how can I say, like the consistency, or rather, of the milk, right? So if you now fast, that also changes your breast milk. So I would recommend that, yeah, you can fast, but I wouldn't recommend that you go on a deep hinges with fasting. Like, if you are a type to eat 3 times a day, yes, you can lessen the amount of foods that you eat. That's perfectly fine. And again, it's mind over matter. So we shouldn't be eating, because again, at the end of the day, a lot of us we eat food that is killing us, because food is supposed to give us life. But most of the times, we are eating food that is killing us. Rather it's genetically modified, rather it's some greasy shit. You know what I'm saying? High in salt, high in sodium. It's too many of us that are dying young. You see what I'm saying? Like, there is too many of us that is dying young. So technically speaking, 1 meal per day, or for the most part, depending on your physique, 2 meals per day. Okay, so this person said, I started lactating even though I haven't had a child in 11 years. Any insight? That goes to show you that there's some hormonal imbalance. You get what I'm saying? That is, and I just finished speaking on the rewards of fasting. It helps with hormonal imbalance. Just drinking a lot of water helps with hormonal imbalance. I would recommend for you, good sister, for you to purchase my fertility blend, which is not on my site. You need to inbox me and I will send you an invoice for that to balance out your hormones. If this person is lactating, I'm pretty sure that this person has issues with their menstruals, their cycle. Okay? And also if you are lactating and things of that nature, you're craving, there's a food craving happening here. Okay? There's a food craving happening here. Is it a little fasting good before you do fasting for 21 days? Wait, is it ill fast fasting good for you do fasting for? No, you got to rewrite that. I don't know. For 21 days. You could do a fasting for how long you want to do a fasting for. You understand? You just have to not give up. You just have to understand what is happening. And yes, intermittent fasting is good for you. Absolutely. The less food that you put in your body, the more you are in tune with your body. Because again, food brings us down. Most of the food that we eat makes us go to sleep. Niggeritis, inflammation of a nigger. That's what I didn't make the word up. I know the word to from y'all folks. Niggeritis, inflammation of a nigger. That's what that is. Because of what? Because of the foods that we're eating. Most of the foods that we're eating is making us go to sleep versus staying up, killing us. How do you create an enema? What you want to do is you want to get you some warm water and squeeze some lemon in it. I've mentioned that throughout the feed. You want to just get you some and then get you the tube. Go to Dwayne Reed or any of those pharmacy stores or whatnot. Get you an enema. Take out the solution that's in that enema. Warm up some distilled water, because I always do with the distilled water. Warm up some distilled water. Squeeze some lemon in that water. Go get you a gallon of distilled water. Squeeze 2 lemons in that water. And you're going to do an enema one-shot deal right there. I really want to get into this because I'm concerned about my health at a young age. I'm 21 and just want to live a healthier life. Any tips? I mean, I've been speaking about the tips. So what exactly are you pertaining to? Because I've been giving tips throughout this whole live and speaking about why I'm starting to go on. And then again, it's okay. Like during these times, it's collectively it's understandable for people to want to go on a fast, because this is actually the cosmic new year, the springtime, when things is blossoming. The body wants new things. You understand? Like, so in any event, hey, go for it. There's so many different, and then too, when we do go on these fasts, and I would recommend for people that has never gone on a fast, I would recommend for those that has never gone on a fast to only fast for the maximum of 3 days and see how they feel. And when you break the fast, because to the extent that you started a fast is important, but when you break a fast is also important. So say, for example, you are on a water fast for 3 days. The best way to break that water fast is by eating fruits. You want to introduce solid foods gently back into your body. That's what you want to do. So a lot of people go through fasting and because it's mind over matter. Oh, I did good. I didn't eat nothing for a whole week. boom, they go and they eat the same thing that they've been fasting from. That is shocking of the body. You shouldn't do that. All right? You shouldn't do that. Does a water fast give you that deep cleanse or fruits? Again, it depends on the person. Because for somebody that's been fasting over and over and over again, I mean, the digestive system is is working at its optimum level. So it truly depends on the person. And I also would recommend that somebody who did not or has not fasted, or never fasted, you want to just take it lightly. You want to do like a fruit fast. Or again, you want to just eat one meal per day and see how you feel. Eat one meal per day, be on your herbs, drink your smoothie. You get what I'm saying? Early in the morning, drink your smoothie. And then two, you want to constantly be hydrating yourself. Because again, the whole point of fasting is to remove substances from the digestive system, okay? And make sure that it is working at its optimum health, especially the colon. All right? Especially the colon. What benefits do different spices have for the body? Different spices have different characteristics that works different for different people. Not all spices work well for melanated people. So we also have to be mindful. Not all spices work good for melanated people. Some people they just can't take it. We also have to take into consideration the blood type. Okay, you have to also consider the blood type. Your blood type. Is it compatible with my blood type or is not compatible with my blood type? All right. Damn, I got all these damn questions. Let me see. I'm trying to get to everybody. Oh, a coffee enema. Now, no. See, I'm not going against this Dr. Dre, the chiropractor, but I really truly don't like when people give recommendations on my platform and stuff. Like, I'm really sensitive about that because a coffee enema will kill somebody. Okay, the reason why a coffee enema will kill somebody is because a coffee enema will cleanse you out at a very rapid state and shock the whole body. So when people give advice on my site, I'm very sensitive, or on my page to other people, or rather to my platform. I'm really sensitive about that because everybody be wanting to be a PhD or they got their doctors, and I'm not saying this about that particular person. Nah, I respect that, but we can't just give out information like that without giving details. Like a coffee enema, okay, somebody will, let me do a coffee enema tonight. And then once you do that coffee enema, you all the way fucked up. Because you heard that coming from somebody on my live. I don't want to play like that. And yes, it does treat cancer. It does. However, you have to also explain that, or you have to also say, be mindful or be aware. Because a coffee enema will shock the body. And shocking of the body may not be good for some people. You're going to get headaches, all of that. You get headaches and you get, because again, this stuff is rapidly moving. Any other questions? Do I have California in this chat room? Because again, you're so inspiring. Thank you so much. I'm here to serve you all. Again, the California crew, be there or be square. All right. If you know anybody who's in California, let them know. If you are in California but you can't make it, let them know. Listen, Sister Ella is coming through May the 5th. All right. And she is going to lay down this healing ceremony. You don't want to miss it. Invest your money. Invest your time. Come on. Come through. Invest. Get your money's worth. Come get the smudging. Get the smudging. Get the blockages removed. You see, get the blockages removed. All right? And again, only hit me up if you're serious. Because this is a last minute event. My spirit is like, yo, go to Cali. I was supposed to go to DC, around Philly actually. But nah. My spirit is bringing me to Cali. Cali is from, I believe, my second, if not my second, but my third largest following besides ATL. You see, can you come to the Bay Area? Good brother or sister, I'm going to Los Angeles. I'm a visitor here. I can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a visitor. How can you come here? I'm a visitor. Come visit me. All right. So come through, people. California, come through. You're going to have the live singing bowls, live Tibetan singing bowls to activate, your chakras and your frequency. You're going to have me smudging and saging you and removing, obstacles from your path and, channeling for you. We're going to be chanting. We're going to be doing so much. And again, I'm prepping from now. So it's going to be lit, as they will say. California been wanting me to come to the town for a very long time. It better be a packed room. And again, I'm not saying it better be. I mean, whoever comes. Whoever's interested is interested. Whoever wants the healing, they gonna get that healing. Okay? And I am doing in-person sessions. I'm also doing house clearings. All right? So going to people's houses and saging down the house, smudging down the house, and getting all of the negative energy in people's house when I'm there. All right? So that's California at the end of this month. So again, any other questions? Any other questions, good people? Any other questions? Yes, no. See, that's the thing. People be in, like, my DM is backed up. So you want to, like, people send me so many DMs, but my DMs is backed up. I don't answer DMs like that. Ask your questions. If you don't have any questions, fine. I came on here. I shared some valuable information on fasting. I hope that the information that I shared was useful for you or helpful for you, and things of that nature. So somebody say, how can I get a reading? You want to email me. The link is in my bio. Email me and I will respond with how to get a reading. As of right now, I am booked up until June the 20th. So if you choose to pay in advance, I will place you on the waiting list for a sooner appointment if one becomes available. If not, that June 20th and so forth is when you will get your reading if you pay now. Okay? Any advice on stopping cigarette smoking? Yeah, what stop cigarettes? Licorice. How long have you been a spiritualist? Good sister, my mom is Haitian. My father's from the Congo. It's in my blood. Past life stuff happening here. So I don't know how long I've been this way, but I'm this way. My mom, especially my mom, was in a voodoo band. Okay, she was in a voodoo band. So, any advice? So again, the one that's asking about stop cigarette smoking, licorice. For some reason, not for some reason, there is a reason, but the chemical reaction in licorice helps to suppress the addiction for cigarettes. So how some people chewing on that, that licorice stick, that's good. I believe red raspberry tea is also good for addictions as well, or cravings. Can water heal being allergic to many foods? No, I don't think so. If you're allergic, you're allergic. If your body don't resonate with it, your body doesn't resonate with it. If your immune system is not for it, then your immune system is not for it. So water is just going to, in a sense, balance you out. You're not going to be hydrated or dehydrated. But you having this allergic reaction to something or a particular food is your body speaking to you, telling you that, listen, I'm allergic to that. Don't eat it. I'm allergic to that. Don't eat it. And so this other sister said, what can help eczema? Now, the thing about it is this. I'm going to answer that question, but what helps eczema? It's not a question of what can help eczema. It's what is causing the eczema. You get what I'm saying? Because many different things can help eczema. Bladderwrack helps with eczema on my site for $20. Moringa helps with eczema. So lots of different herbs can help with eczema, but it's not that proper question. It's what is it that you're doing? What is the foods that we're eating that is causing the eczema? Dairy. You get what I'm saying? Dairy, sugar. Because sugar, what happens is sugar, it clogs up your arteries. You see, it clogs up your arteries, not allowing the skin to breathe. Yeah, you had eczema since you was a baby, and I'm sure your mother ain't no vegan either. Been having a sore throat for days. Any recommendation? Sore throats, okay. Could be strep throat as well. Could be a mineral imbalance as well. So you dealing with the throat. So we dealing with iodine. You want to get you some bladderwrack. Bladderwrack is specifically for iodine deficiency. Also, again, I would recommend just drinking lots of water. Get your hormones back to balance. Water does miracles. You get what I'm saying? Water does miracles. However, there's some bacteria, there's some mucus. There's mucus happening in the throat. That's why she has a sore throat. It's sore. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a buildup of bacteria, and that is a symptom that your body is giving you to tell you to fast. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand. This person said they understand. Fruit can. Which fruits do you suggest eating? Can the high sugar amounts in fruit be problematic if doing a fruit fast? Okay, but the thing about it is, when we talk about high sugar amounts in foods, if we're properly combining our fruits, then everything is balanced out. And that's why I'm saying, alongside with the fruits, like next week when I do my fruit/sea vegetable fasting, okay, I'm going to be drinking lots of water and herbs with that to balance everything out. So if we are eating our fruits at between 1 to 3, those fruits will be properly digested, and the minerals in the fruits will be extracted into the bloodstream and digested to further digestion. Because the body, or rather our organs, is at its highest peak, or rather the digestive organs is at its highest peak between 1 to 3 o'clock. That's why the sun is at its highest peak at 12 p.m. Okay? Circadian rhythm. All right? And again, which fruits do you suggest eating? It depends on your situation. But you could have lemons. You know what I'm saying? You can have a lot of citrus fruit, because the citrus fruits enhances, the immune system. You also want to have like berries, because again, the fiber intake, so that's going to help to break up, any mucus and things, or any bacteria, or undigested foods. That's going to help to break that up within the colon. All right. So we have citrus foods, we have fiber foods, and then we also want to have foods fruits that is high in water intake, such as cantaloupes, honeydews, etc., because it's going to also help with the lymphatic system. You see what I'm saying? It's going to also help with the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system is the garbage cleaners of the body. A lot of us has backed up lymphatic system or lymphatic nodes. You see, sometimes you have pains happening right here. The pain that's the lymphatic system right here. Over there in your growing area, you got pains and shit, bumps and stuff. That's the lymphatic system. Sour sap fruit, if you have access to that, if you can get access to that, is a very great fruit. And add that to your I say your bath water. Add that to your smoothie early in the morning. Okay. All right. So that's about it. That is about it, brothers and sisters. You know, may the Creator bless you all. Okay, may the Creator bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. Share this to other people. Share this live. You're more than welcome to share this live. Get the information out there. That's all I'm saying. Get the information out there. Share this live. Many people's been asking me about fasting. Here I am, sharing my thoughts on fasting and sharing what I'm going to do. If you're just logging in or tuning in, I would recommend for you to watch this at the top of the video because lots of jewels has been shared. All right? So, love you all. Thank you for your continuous support. California, I'm coming. Please DM me or email me if you're interested in attending the healing ceremony. If you know anybody that lives in California, let them know, hey, May 5th is going to be a monumental event. Reach out to the queen. All right? So peace out.